later, there will be an opportunity for questions and comments. Instructions will be given at that time. As a reminder, this conference call is being recorded. I would now like to turn the conference call over to your host for today, Lisa Milner. Lisa, please go ahead.
Thank you, Griselda. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We have a very exciting call. All four of the fighters participating on the televised portion of this Saturday's Premier Boxing Champions on NBC. The telecast will be with us. We are going to start with the seated heavyweights. And before we head straight to the fighters, I'm going to turn it over to Tom Brown, head of CG Promotions, to tell you a little bit more about the show and introduce our first set of fighters. So, Tom, please go ahead.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much to the media for joining us on this call. TGB Promotions is very happy to be working again with PBC on this excellent card. It'll be telecast on NBC this Saturday afternoon from the famed StubHub Center in Carson. The doors open on Saturday, 11 a.m., with the first bell at 11:15. We go on live TV starting at 12 p.m. Pacific time. It's a huge sports day for NBC. They're also telecasting the French Open, the Belmont Stakes, and Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The main event is former world champion Robert Guerrero, 32-3-1 with 18 KOs, out of Guerrero, California. Robert's no stranger to the Southern California boxing fans, having posted two huge wins in recent years. The sensational 12-round decision over Andre Berto in November 2012 down in Ontario, and his epic Fight of the Year win over Yoshihiro Kamagai on June 21st, 2014 at the StubHub Center. Aron Martinez, West Covina, California, has a record of 19-3-1. He made his bones on the Southern California boxing circuit and knows how valuable this opportunity to face Guerrero is on such a big platform. Martinez never takes a backward step, never tires, and that's his primary weapon, incredible stamina. With the styles of Guerrero and Martinez, this main event has all the makings of another action-packed StubHub Center war to add to the venue's history. In the televised co-main, the opening fight, we've got two outstanding undefeated young heavyweight prospects. U.S. Olympian Dominic Brazil with a record of 14-0, 13 KOs. He competed in the 2012 London Games. And Yasmani Consuegra, I hope I said that right, an outstanding Cuban amateur with a pro record of 17-0, 14 KOs. Again, the doors will open at 11 a.m. Tickets start at $25. And we're looking forward to seeing the great boxing fans of Southern California attend this great event. And now I'll turn it back over. We'll introduce, in the main event, former world champion Robert Guerrero.
We're going to do the heavyweights.
Okay.
Let's, Dominic, could you make an opening statement before we turn it over to the media?
Yeah. How you doing? This is Dominic Brazil. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Excited to be part of this fantastic card this Saturday, June 6th. Can't wait to get in the ring and show off my skills.
Great, thank you. And Louis this is on the line to translate for Yasmani. Louis, you asked him to make just a quick opening statement and then translate that for us.
Sí, Consuegra, diga algo ahí para la gente de la prensa. Bueno, lo primero es darle gracias a Dios y a NBC, a Jaimo y todo el colectivo de trabajo del mismo por darme la posibilidad de poder estar en TV y poder demostrarle quién es Yasmani Consuegra en realidad.
So, he wants to thank everybody on the call. He wants to thank NBC, the PBC, Al Heyman, for this opportunity and all the people involved. And he looks forward to a great fight. And on Saturday, he wants to show everyone who he is.
Okay, can we mute whoever phone that is? Okay. Priscilla, let's open it up for questions now, please.
Thank you. If you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now. And our first question comes from Robert Morales with the Los Angeles Daily News.
This question is for Dominic. How you doing, Dom?
Good, Robert. How about yourself?
I'm all right, brother. Hey, Dominic, it seems to me it's safe to say that this is going to be your toughest opponent to date. Would you agree with that? And if so, how excited are you to get this opportunity to kind of move up in competition and show what you've been able to learn?
Definitely toughest competition to date thus far. Definitely, Yasmin, 17-0, 14 KOs. One of those guys that steps in the ring with a ton of confidence. Both undefeated fighters, and yeah, I'm extremely excited when I got the call. Thanks to Aron and his team, and thanks to NBC, we'll be able to perform in front of the whole world nationwide, and I couldn't ask for more. It's a great setting. It's a great way to have a stepping stone to the next level. I want to be considered the top heavyweight, and you got to fight top guys to get there.
What do you know about him?
I know he's got a great amateur record. I know he did real well in Cuba, Cuban national. He had some great fights here in the States. He fought a lot in Florida. I believe it's probably his first fight here in California. I know he's got a boxing style. I know he's going to come out tough. Cuban fighters always do.
All right, thanks, man. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now. Our next question comes from Eddie Goldman with No Holds Barred.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. First question for Dominic. Dominic, you've had a lot of knockouts in your early career in the pros, but this is going to be your biggest fight yet with another undefeated fighter. Can you talk about your transition from the amateur style, which obviously you had to do in the Olympics, to the professional style?
Yeah, Eddie, definitely. Like you said, it's going to be a big fight. It's a guy that's undefeated. I'm sure he's coming in looking to knock me out, and I'm coming in to knock him out. For sure, but amateur transition into the pros, I would say it was a little bit easier for myself than it was for most amateurs. The amateurs, a lot of my wins came by way of knockout, so I've been knocking guys out since day one. It's one of those things that I transitioned from putting maybe punches and bunches to putting punches and bunches with power. I'm throwing a lot more punches now. I'm putting a lot more punches together with power. Every punch I throw has got devastating power on it. I can not only punch with the right hand, but I can punch with the left. So as long as I make contact, somebody's going down for sure.
Can you talk about the experience factor? You both fought a number of guys who have a lot of fights under their belt. His last fight, he defeated Taurus Sykes, who's been around for a long time, a guy with a winning record. Tell us where you think you're at, what level, because obviously everybody wants to become a world champion, but what level do you think you're at, and how does that compare to Yasmani?
I think I'm right up there. If not, definitely above him. I fought some very experienced guys, some guys that, have been former Olympians as well. Guys like Matt Guerrero, who, have been in the heavyweight ranks and considered top contenders at one point. Me and Maggie went the distance. That was a great fight. My last fight with Victor Bisbal, that was in March 7th of this year. He's a Puerto Rican Olympian. He came out with a great, very amateur background, great professional background. When I fought him, he was 21-2. He had fought some experienced guys as well. So, I've definitely got the experience there, not only as an amateur, but definitely as a pro, too.
And a similar question for Yasmani. To me, it looks like this is going to be your biggest fight as a pro. Where do you think you are as a professional at this point? Where do you think you rank overall in the professional ranks?
Tu pelea más grande como peleador, ¿dónde tú crees que tú estás ahora mismo en tu carrera?
Bueno, la más grande en cuanto a pelear aquí ahora en el boxeo profesional, la que por eso mismo le dije que le doy gracias a Jaime, de que desde noviembre que estamos trabajando me han dado la posibilidad, y es la posibilidad que he podido ver porque yo estuve retirado, ya que las promociones anteriores no me fue bien, y yo me puedo comparar, yo respeto a mis oponentes, respeto a Dominic como respeto a cualquier otro peleador, pero van a ver, como mismo Dominic va a ver, el nivel mío, Yo fui un boxeador desde el amateur, donde fui campeón mundial juvenil, fui campeón de la Copa del Mundo de 2005, campeón mundial juvenil de 2002. Él fue olímpico, pero olímpico los americanos, cualquier heavyweight para una olimpiada. En Cuba, no cualquier heavyweight para una olimpiada. Es muy difícil, es boxeador. Y él fue y perdió en la primera pelea. Yo tuve mis resultados y le he ganado a casi todos los mejores que han habido en ese peso, y estoy en un nivel donde puedo batirme con cualquier heavyweight que está en estos momentos en el primer nivel.
He says, it's definitely his toughest fight. Brazil's a real good fighter as the pros, but, I've also had a great amateur background. I've fought in the best of the best. Obviously, the Cuban heavyweight program is much more difficult than the American heavyweight program, and he was an Olympian, but I won a lot of world amateur tournaments out, and I look forward to just getting in the ring with Brazil and showing what I got, because I think I can beat Brazil, and I think I'm ready for Brazil and the top guys in the division. I'm going to show that.
Yes, Monty, how influenced are you by some of the great Cuban fighters and heavyweights of the past, Teofilo Stevenson, Felix Savon, and many others? How much of a role have they played in influencing your style?
Como los heavyweights, los pasados, los cubanos grandes, como te han influenciado en el estilo tuyo de boxeo?
Yo me valoro más como Félix Savon, trabajo más con el punch de la pegada, no tanto como Teófilo, que era más boxeador. El difunto Balado, que ya es muerto, fue campeón olímpico también en Barcelona, que era más boxeador, pero a mí se me caracteriza más por trabajar más el golpeo de punch, golpeo de fuerza.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Cuba has a great history of Cuban amateur heavyweights. I like to put my style more towards Savon, who's a power puncher and is looking for the knockout at all times. And, Stevenson was a great fighter, but he was more of a boxer, and so was Roberto Balado. But, that's definitely a great point.
And the last question for this group comes from Sam with the Boxing Blog.
Hey, guys, I had a question for both of you. I was wondering if you could talk about how it feels to be fighting on NBC in front of such a big network audience, especially on the day when you're going to be right in between French Open final and Stanley Cup game. Dominic, did you answer that first?
Definitely excited. I got to thank NBC for giving me the opportunity to fight on this card. It's a wonderful day. Can't ask for anything better. Southern California, noon. Sun's going to be out. The weather's going to be great. A great venue at the Stub Club Center there. It's definitely exciting. Whenever I get a chance to perform in front of hometown crowd, family and friends there, things like that, it brings out the best in me. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like I said, I got to thank NBC, Al Heyman, Boots and Promotions for putting this all together. My team, all of you guys, I definitely truly appreciate it.
And Louis, could you ask Yasmani the same question?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, just about how he feels about fighting on NBC on network TV and being, on a big day slotted between the French Open and Stanley Cup Finals.
¿Cómo te sientes a tener el chance de pelear adelante tanta gente en NBC y es un día bien grande para la gente, para el deporte aquí en los Estados Unidos, y tener el chance? ¿Qué tú crees eso?
Que es mi gran oportunidad, es mi gran paso. Por eso mismo le doy las gracias también a Dominic por haber también hemos aceptado nuestra pelea. Vamos a demostrar que somos unos heavyweight, vamos a dar un gran show, pero sí le voy a demostrar de que yo voy a salir vencedor este día, ya que es mi gran día y mi gran aceptación y el día más importante de mi carrera profesional, de mantenerme invicto.
It's definitely something huge for me. It's the biggest, fight of my life, the biggest fight of my career at this moment. And I also like to thank Dominic Brazil, for taking this type of risk. Not too many guys are willing to take these risks and fight undefeated heavyweights and fight the best. So it's a big day for both of us. And like I said, come Saturday, I'm going to show everybody that I'm one of the top guys in the division.
Thank you, guys. Good luck Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you both so much. We will see you this week for Fight Week events, and we have the main event on the line now. So I'm going to turn it back over to Tom Brown to introduce Robert Guerrero and Aron Martinez. Tom, take it away.
Okay, great. Thank you. First, I'd like to introduce former world champion Robert the Ghost Guerrero, again with a record of 32-3-1 and 18 KOs, making a quick return to the PBC on NBC. Robert?
Hey, how's it going, Tom? Thank you. Just want to thank everybody for being on, and man, I'm ready to go.
Okay, and we have Aron Martinez on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Aron Martinez here also with a record of 19-3-1. And he understands how valuable this opportunity is to face Guerrero on such a big platform. Aron Martinez. Aron,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it's a big opportunity for me, and I'm ready for this fight. It's going to be hard for this fight, and we're at weight, and everything went really good with this camp, and what could I say, man? Just excited by Saturday.
Okay, great. We're going to open it up for questions for the main event now, please.
Thank you. If you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. This will place your question in the order it was received. Once again, if you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad now. Okay, and our first question comes from Robert Morales with the Los Angeles Daily News.
Hey, Robert, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. Robert, you're a guy that has fought a lot of big-name fighters over a really nice career, an illustrious career. Does it become a little more difficult to get up for a fighter like Aron Martinez, who is, kind of unknown, at least compared to the other guys that you fought?
No, not at all. It's coming off the last fight with a loss at the short end of the stick. It drives you to be hungry. So that's why I wanted to get right back into the ring, stay active, and that's one of the biggest problems with being inactive and not having enough enough action throughout the year. The year layoffs, 9-8 months layoffs. It really kills you, especially at that championship elite level. It's hard to come back and be 100% sharp. So, the plan is to stay sharp all year and, get back on it.
Gotcha. What do you know about him? Do you watch any tapes of your opponents or anything like that?
Yeah, I watched some tape on him. I watched a few of his fights I found on YouTube, and, he's a crafty little guy. He's in there. He can fight on the inside. He's got some good counter shots, and, he mixes it up. So, you just got to be ready for everything all around, because you never know what's going to come your way, especially, this is a big opportunity for him fighting on NBC. He's going to come 100% ready, and that seems to happen all the time. When I fight somebody, they come 10% better than they were, in their last couple of fights. So, it's about being prepared and being ready for whatever comes.
Gotcha. All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Our next question comes from Jake Donovan with BoxingTeam.com.
Okay. Hey, Robert. I know you're a warrior. I mean, it's in your name after all. But is there any? I know you want to stay active, but is there any concern about coming back to the ring so soon after a brutal fight like you just had 3 months ago?
Oh, no, not at all. To me, the fight wasn't even that brutal. It may have been brutal for Thurman, but I was just getting started towards the end. So, it's actually feels good to get right back in. I got right back into the gym. 3 weeks after that, and stayed on it. So, after I left that ring, I still felt good. My body felt good. I just had the cut. Got that taken care of. But other than that, I feel great. That's why I'm jumping right back in the ring so quick.
Gotcha. I know you're a well-known fighter, throughout your career, but was there any difference after fighting on that show? That was the most viewed fight in, quite a long time, being that it was on free TV on a prime time of Saturday night. So I just want to know if anything changed on your end, like more notoriety.
Oh, definitely. When you have a 96-year-old woman come up to you in the parking lot and say, "Man, what a great fight. That reminds me of the old days of boxing. You know, it's nice to see that, and you know, you see all the fans coming around, and just the average person that's at the grocery store, you know, recognizing you. It's huge. It's not just huge for my career, but it's huge for boxing.
Huge for boxing. Awesome. Did that factor in you wanting to come back so soon? I know you said you want to stay sharp, but obviously, you know, staying in the public eye helps as well.
Oh, definitely. You know, out of sight, out of mind. So,
right.
You want to stay active, you want to stay busy, you want to stay sharp, and you know, you want to stay in the public eye to you know, make that big run. You know, until you know, before it's time you know, time passes.
Cool. Thanks, Robert. And Aron, I just have one question for you. Kind of the opposite of Robert. You've been out of the ring for over a year since you fight with Osasito. Was there any reason for that delay? Could you just not get fights, or did you just want to take the time off to clear your head?
Yeah, no, it was just, you know, with my promoter, you know, little here and there with, you know, they were not giving me the right fights. And, I mean, it just, that fight was Osasito, you know, that was past. And, I mean, you know, that was pretty much it, you know. And but you know, everybody that knows me, you know, I stay in the gym. I stay in the gym. I run. I stay in the gym, like all the time. So you know, that's what makes it easy for me to, you know, like make weight. You know, I never have trouble making weight, and that goes to show, you know, that I stay active. I stay active in the gym, and you know, that's what it is.
All right, cool. Thanks, Aron. Best of luck to both of you on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next question comes from Leanne Perez with Round by Round Boxing.
Hey guys, my question is for Robert Guerrero. I'm a huge fan. I have been for a while. I was a little disappointed to see that it took you, you know, quite a while to get into the fight with Keith Thurman. Do you feel like that's going to be something you're going to change for this fight with Aron, is taking off right off the bat, first round?
Yeah, you know, it goes back to what I said, you know, being active in the ring. You know, having that ring rust. You know, everybody says, you know, I feel great, there's no ring rust, this and that, but you truly don't know till you get into that ring. And then, you know, those long layoffs really kill me. You know, you develop bad habits, you know, you lay back a little bit too much, and you end up getting started a little bit late like I did in the Thurman fight. But when I did get started, I mean, there was no stopping me. So, you know, that's why, you know, I want to stay active and stay in the ring. You know, like I said before, it's, you know, being inactive, not being in the ring, you know, fighting. It really, you develop habits where, you know, you do start off slow. And I kind of felt like after the fight, when I look back on it, it felt like, you know, I was starting off like if I was sparring, you know, just, you know, working into it, warming up, and then getting started. So, you know, glad to get that fight out of the way and that ring rust, and you know, it's time, you know, time to make that push.
Right. Well, and I mean, I think with the fight with Kamagai, that was a long layoff for you too. And to be honest, I thought that was definitely a fight of the year. So you could see why, you know, you kind of see it didn't bother you until the Thurman fight.
Yeah, thank you.
But we're super excited to see.
I think it has to do with that StubHub Center. I mean, that place just gets rocking so hard, it pumps you up to fight hard.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to it. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
Once again, if you would like to ask a question or have a comment, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. That will place you in the question queue. Our next question comes from Eddie Goldman with No Holds Barred.
Thank you very much. First question for Robert. Can you talk about getting up for this fight, because you fought such top-level opponents in championship fights, Thurman and Mayweather, and higher-profile fights, and I think in this fight you're going to come in as a favorite. Can you talk about making sure that you don't overlook Aron Martinez and staying sharp and getting up mentally?
I mean, you never want to overlook anybody. I don't care who it is. You got two hands, you can throw a punch, anything can happen in the ring. So you never want to overlook anybody. You know, I found that out early in my career, you know, with the loss against Guerrero Diaz. You know, I was overlooking him, thought I was going to take him out, and he ended up outboxing me, you know, beat me by 1 point. So, you know, it's one of those things where you know, you live and learn. You learn your lessons, you know, throughout the years. And, you know, at this level of boxing and competition, you got to just be able to get up and do your job and be prepared for everything. So, it's not a problem. I mean, it's like second nature to me. I wake up every day, I run, I do my gym work. If I don't do it, it feels like I'm cheating because, I've been doing it since I was a kid. So, it's just being well prepared, and, I'm always well prepared for every fight as you've seen through my previous fights. I mean, I come to fight no matter what.
What do you think your advantages are over him coming into this fight?
Maybe the arm reach, the hand speed, the height. There's it's a matter of not just having the advantages, but putting them to work and using them and sticking to your game plan and being well prepared and being able to execute. So, it's how you react, when you get in that ring and, what you're going to do with everything and make it happen.
Okay, and a question for Aaron. Aaron, I think Robert's going to be the one coming in as the favorite in this fight, but I just noticed on a lot of the PBC cards, there have been a lot of upsets and unexpected outcomes coming in. Tell us why you're going in expecting to win and what the effect is being on the PBC card on NBC. Does that add something special to this?
Oh yeah, of course. It's national TV. It's a Soho. This is where I grew up. It's my home base. I got like 23 fights. I don't think any of those 23 fights I've been the favorite. I always been the underdog. I'm not even supposed to be at this stage. But my hard work has got me to this place. I wasn't annoying the amateurs too. And it's that's what I'm looking forward to. I never been the favorite in any of my fights. So I can't have for every fight. I know who Robert is. He's an ex-world champion. He's been with the best, and he knows I can't hard for this fight. Because I really want it, and this is my way. This is where I'm from, and I want to put a good show for everybody.
You're coming off a little over a year layoff, as you explained earlier, and he's coming off just a 3-month layoff after a 12-round fight. Do you think that's going to factor into this fight, especially if it goes the distance?
Well, no. I mean, it's like what Robert said. You don't really know until you get in the ring. Because you can say a bunch of things now, but you never know until you get in the ring and you actually feel it, and because once you're in the ring, it's a whole different story. But how it's going to be, we train really, really hard for this fight, and we're ready. We're ready to box, ready to one time, whatever. Whatever.
Aaron, it's a little hard to hear you. Can you set this out where it's easier to hear you?
Yeah, it's whatever I gotta do. It's we fight inside, we box, whatever. We're ready for whatever comes our way.
Okay, thank you. Good luck to everybody.
Thank you.
And our last question is a follow-up question from Jake Donovan with BoxingScene.com.
Yeah, I have a question for Aaron. Obviously, I know you're up for this fight. Robert's already expressed that he's, training for this fight. He's expecting the very best from you. You've been asked twice. It's been asked twice on this call if Robert is overlooking you. Do you find it disrespectful that nobody's giving you a shot in this fight, or do you just use it as extra motivation?
No, it's I don't find it that way. It is what it is. Robert's been up there with with the best, and it's I don't find it respectful. It's just what it is, and it makes me I train harder, and just to make a point that day who I am, and they're gonna see Aron Martinez in there on June 6th next week Saturday, and they're gonna see who I am.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, that was our last question. Robert, do you want to make a closing comment?
Yeah. Just want to thank everybody. Thank Al Heyman. Thank Goose and Cheater Boxing, and thank everybody that's been putting in the work to get this together and I'm coming to fight Saturday night. I'm ready to go. I'm excited, going on right before the Belmont Stakes, and, it's a big event, leading to another big event. So I'm excited, and, I just can't wait to fight. It's the thing is staying active all year and doing my job and giving the fans what they love to see and out there, giving them a great fight. So thank all the fans and thank everybody that's on the conference call. I really appreciate it, and God bless everybody.
Okay, thanks. Aaron, do you want to make a closing comment?
Yes, sure. I just want to thank everybody too. NBC, PPC, who just gave me this chance, to show what I got on Saturday, and thank Robert, and just to give a good show to everybody on Saturday, and I'm ready to push up and ready to go. Thanks everybody.
Thank you. Everyone, keep an eye on your inboxes. We're about to resend the fight week schedule. The events start tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Wild Card West Boxing Gym with a media workout. And hope to see everybody there. Thank you so much. Thanks to the fighters. Thanks to Tom Brown. And thanks to the media.